Good morning, guys. A great morning to all who tuned into the realest thing coming out of Guyana. I kid you not. That's a matter of fact, right? Nobody can dispute that. Whether me is the realest thing, Freddie Kissoon and Gildari try. Well, Gildari try a thing. Wow, who say? What I say? Nobody tell I yet I am a man. I can't make up these things. I don't know how to do it. Right? So, good morning to Fariza. This morning is an interesting morning. Amazon, normally the losing Warriors have won. A girl says she posed to them and make the win. Right? A girl with carrying crow legs, she just posed with them and they win. I'm glad for them. Because the other team saw the picture on social media and felt sorry for them and calculated, oh God, let them win something. Right? So, Evelyn, good morning. And to the Amazon Warrior fans, I'm glad for y'all. This morning we have a guest in the house, Roshan, and he brought in some videos for us of what was going on in the cricket last night. As you guys know, I'm no cricket fan, but I got support what Guyanese support. Well, to some extent. Because when Guyanese up on a losing streak, so me really danger. Roshan, welcome.
Hey, good morning, brother. Glad to be here.
How was it last night?
It was great. It's good to see second win, right? I mean, last year I was a little bit, if I could use the word, pissed off because after 11 game and then the 12 game, you feel all disappointed because Amazon Wire didn't take it home. And then this year, everybody's like losing streak, and then all of a sudden, Amazon win last night. I don't know if it's a fine foot gal. It might be real. That might be a real thing, but they win last night. But for me, the last time I saw a game in the stadium was 8 years ago. And, one of the things is that you got to look at the progress. Look at Guyana 8 years ago. When we talk about election and what happened in the country, there have been progress with the government today. So much better, so much different. And the same thing, sports has been one of the things in this country from growing up, whether you're going to get food for eat, you play ball in the ball field, right? So sports has been there all the time.
I could remember the importance that used to play, like the border cricket ground and thing, right?
Yeah.
It was a big thing.
Yes.
So we had a void. Yeah. And more so in the pandemic time, real void. But this puts us on the international. This is international, right? Yes. When you look at the stadium, and I look at them photos you showed me just now, because I just got the stadium steady.
Yeah.
But you can't fathom, right? You know you're international. You know you're big. You know you're there. Yeah. When you see thousands of people.
Correct.
Everybody just going crazy, I think, whoa, we going places, buddy.
Yeah, but I know everyone wants to hear the good and the great Amazon Warrior win. But I'm like you, buddy. You always got to look at both sides. For me, last night was sweet and sour at the same time. It was both. And why, let me tell you why. 8 years ago, I went into the stadium and I saw Amazon Warrior game. We had a great time. It was fantastic. I went last night and we had a great time because Amazon Warrior win. And you look at the video and the buzz right now is Amazon Warrior win. Let's support them. This is what they need. But for me, that wasn't the case. Amazon Warrior, yes, they win the game. They start off really nice from middle of the game to the end of the game. We boy Hitvaya didn't, he's captain. He's young. He's not the best captain. That's, the fact is the fact, right? But, Odell and the boys did fantastic. They're the one when the man started hit six, it was like they shelling out. They just, like, six are come for free. They're the one that put the game over the top. But the look and feel of the game for me 8 years ago and yesterday is exactly the same thing. And that's my bitter part of it. The bitter part is that Terry's sitting next to me and Terry was like, "What's the score?" I'm like, "Oh shit, let me go on ESPN and look it up." And that's the sad part. We're there at a game, and the billboard is so far, I zoom in from my camera, and I still can't see the score. And like you said, we are international. This is, if not the most talked about and the biggest game of the century, because this is the first time Guyana is hosting the cup.
Well, let's hope in 5 years or even before 2025, TBN network will be able to broadcast it from Guyana live to the world. And as you know, Guyanese get it in real lifetime. Because it takes a lot. I am telling you, we could do a lot. I've done a lot with different programs, but it takes a lot to bring.
I was hoping a little bit more like, okay, the billboard is there. You see them by the pop out the neck and they change in the sign to the score. Get rid of that. Put up a big LCD screen. You understand? When you look at some of the pictures, you will see like the VIP stand is there, but there's a big blah poster there that really has no meaning to the game. Put a big LCD there. Those are all revenues.
If you look at how things have been, we just been out of the pandemic, and this is really President Ali throwing his weight behind cricket.
Yeah.
And President Ali likes cricket.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's a big cricket fan. So, him throwing his weight behind this with the intention, whatever the intentions are, sport and culture are integral to the development of a structured society and the development of the youth. So, I don't know what's going on in his head. I know that it's important to people.
Yeah.
Right? So, I'm thinking they're going to go there. They're going to see, because the government has no unwillingness to lend support to development in this country. And it's seen at the rate that they're going at. My thing is accountability, transparency. And you go to Trinidad, you go to places, and you realize that one time when you see these left up halfway projects, right? These big white elephants all about the place. You realize that one time this place had a development boom. I want to make sure that we complete on our thing. I want to make sure that our people benefit from whatever is this development, everybody. So guys, let me just show you guys a snippet from last night with Terry Gadraj and Roshan. And what was the vibe, for those of you who missed it, what was the vibe like down at the stadium? What is more important for me? And if you look at the videos, you realize we all came together, and we are at a time in our country where there are factions of our society, specifically opposition politicians, who would choose to divide us. And when I'm looking at these different videos of what really transpired there in the ground, I feel really good to know that we're together. Let me get one more the video. It is interesting to see how this one in night when they had this when they had the sport the night the concert.
Yeah.
So look at this video, guys. Enjoy. This is the stadium last night?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, this is stadium last night.
that crew don't know. One love, don't know.
So
You know, and this is one of the things that is I'm so proud of, is that everywhere you walk and you go, they I've bumped into people who don't know who Terry Gadraj is, but they know who Guyana Babu is. Like right away, the song come, they click, boom. Oh, I know the song, and they were like, "You're that guy." One time I bumped into somebody and like, "No, no, 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 no. You and Terry Gadraj. I know Terry Gadraj, and I know the song. You and they doubted. They was like, "You not Terry Gadraj? I telling you." And they getting mad. They say, "You not Terry?" And this is Terry starting in front, and it was like, all right, me not Terry Gadraj." And you just got to take away the marker.
Terry's a cool guy. Guys, Terry had a great time last night, so
Yeah,
he's
but
not
you
here
know,
this morning. He would have loved to be here.
yeah, I tried to pull you out this morning, but
No, no,
it was a little.
So this is another clip from last night cricket. Enjoy. I could only imagine if I was there live last night, by that would have been a live and a half. Remember the day all about the place up in people's face, right? That there would have been a live and a half,
Yeah.
right? That would have been really interesting.
So Terry he got the Amazon flag. We're hoping we fly in this Amazon flag every game tonight. This next game, you know, Amazon Warrior is facing St. Kitts. Look, Jamaica Talawars is a strong team. St. Kitts is a top team. It ain't, you know, that's your top competition. So I think it's going to be a great game. I'm glad
The seats are sold out though. This place was packed last night.
the place was packed. You know what happened? A lot of people were selling their ticket because they weren't confident on last night game, right? Because they were like, "Oh, we didn't think Amazon Warrior is gonna win," but Amazon proved them wrong because look, the game closed at what 178 for 166 or something like that, right? It shows that Amazon has every potential to turn this thing around and win the game, right? If Amazon, or I should really say, when Amazon win tonight's game against St. Kitts, that stadium, you ain't gonna be able to fit people in there. Because everybody who sell the ticket, go out and buy it back. And they go buy it back for double the price. So I think that's what's going to happen, right? The confidence just turned last night. Everybody who wanted to sell their ticket, now thinking, maybe I'll go check out tonight's game. And I talked to people this morning, and they're like, I should have gone to last night's game. But shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? Now the thought process is changing.
Some more clips, guys, from last night. And I want to give you one more. This here, so. First, it was thought that it happened in Guyana. I want you to watch this video. It was thought that this happened in Guyana, but it didn't happen in Guyana. So a delivery man pull up some way. This look like it happened in one of them Spanish countries. I see places like this in Brazil, them bordering countries and so on. So the Brazilian man pull up. The delivery man pull up. What's laugh here? The dog pass by. Yeah, I'll just look closely. The dog pass by. Delivery man take out the thing. Take off his helmet. He rub his hair. He tired. He must be sweaty. Right? He put on back his helmet. Dog wagging his tail. The food falls down. Dog pass nice and slowly and pick it up. Hold on. A black y'all. Y'all gotta see it. Y'all gotta see it. This thing black y'all. Alright. So watch her go on. Oh God, the dog. Watch how the dog wagging his tail. Hi, how do you do? A good morning to you. This dog is a kleptomaniac. This dog is a natural thief. You imagine this dog ain't got no tensity, just wagging his tail, very cool and calm. I pass and watch, turn it back, wagging his tail, give him the confidence, turn back right away. When he put on the helmet, turn back right away, bam, the food falls out. Watch this. Very slowly, nice. Pick up the food, and he's off to another location. Goes across the road nicely, like if he's on the veranda. Just move away. He sits down across the road. And watch me by watching underneath. Watch your dog going through there, right? Watching wrong. I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe it. Watch me by. Me by watch wrong. Watch back wrong. Check underneath. Here. These kind of things make you question life. Watch. The man take out raise everything. Check out everything. Still looking because he can't believe. Watch the man checking still in the bag. Here, I kid you not.
The man just believe Harry Potter is real. So the food just disappeared.
Here. This is the kind of thing could make your day. Let me watch this thing one more time. Let me watch it one more time. One. I kid you not. I can't make up these things. Watch this. This dog is a kleptomaniac. This dog is a psychopath. Watch. Pass. Wagging tail. Just pass. Go up there. Turn it back. Yes, Neville. Neville come off his bike. Open the bag. Get ready to take out the helmet. He's sweating. It's a hard day walk he's having. And you could see, here. Let me break it down for you. You could see, because if you look at it, you will realize the sun is over his head. So he having a, watch his shadow there. His shadow there direct on the foot. You understand? This is a done hard day this man are having. You understand? His shadow there direct on the foot. Depends on what area you're in the world. There's like about 12 o'clock in the day. That half day. Sun say there, yeah. You see, take off the helmet, sweating. You understand? So let me watch his movements. He put on back his helmet. He called the people inside. He ring the bell. The dog pass nicely, very calmly, still wagging the tail. You understand? Now here now. How this dog not see for lash the food right there? That dog is a prone thief. Walk across the road calmly. Gone in the bush. Watch we buy. We buy watch. Watch wrong. Watch inside. Right? Check it under the cover. Watch back. Check it under the watch. The man raise up the cover still. What are you looking for, my? Brongy gone. Watch out. He's still taking everything. Still looking. Because the man knew. If wasn't here, these are the kind of things. These are the kind of things that taint people for life. I kid you not. If that video footage they went, that would cause the man, if the man wasn't a religious man, that would have caused the man to change his life to God. I kid you not. That man would think, well, listen to me, like God is hungry, he just pick up me food. Because imagine you're there. You're present. And when you look wrong, there is nobody there. The food gone. Where it gone? If that video wasn't there to show the man that here is a dog carry away you food, he did stain and damage psychologically for your whole life. And things like that happen to children. You understand? They experience something in their life that traumatized them for life. You imagine if he had the video and somebody tell him by is a dark carry the food? That man, the questioning, that man could have turned alcoholic. That man could have go into a serious case of depression. You understand? That man could have go into a case of depression. You know what's the feeling there? You there, hey, nobody, you and God. That man is blaming God. If he wasn't religious, he would have turned. And if he was religious, he would have blamed God for thieving food. You understand? Because they ain't got no explanation for what just happened there. Yeah. So, Roshan, you know, a lot of people, as you said, a lot of people meet Terry and they don't know who Terry is. Give us some background into Terry and his works and what he's been doing and what you guys in general have been doing.
You know, a lot of people really don't know Terry. They've seen him perform, but the side of Terry, when you talk about a human being, a humanitarian, you know, he does a lot of that. A lot. You know, for example, we're here in Ghana. We're here for the shows and CPL. And he's booked into, I can tell you where he's going to be April of next year, right? And there's a group in Ohio, in the States, they wanted to do a fundraising event. So they were like, you know what? Terry's like, yeah, I'm going to come and I'll do it for you guys. So what's going to happen is we're going to the Lenore Ground. And we're going to push to finish our performance early so that we can head straight to the airport, hit a flight, land, literally exchange suitcase because we have 1.5 hours to board another flight and go to Ohio, do the fundraiser, fly back into JFK and fly back. No, there's no wait time. Well, the wait time is 12 hours. But fly back to Guyana for the rest of the show and the rest of the finals. So that's who he is. You know, it's not like there's no question about what you do. You understand? You that's a confidence. That's who you are. That's your makeup. That's your build up, and that's who he is. That's his build up. His love is
country
for the music.
Man's a real patriot. I tell you.
Yeah.
Where's Nigel? Oh.
Yeah. You know, so
hey, I ain't getting at you, all right? I can call you back when I'm done here. Yeah, I depend my life.
Yeah. You know, so one of the things, you know Terry, well, you met him personally, you know him for a while.
A few years ago, yeah.
But you know his song longer. Much longer than that. Like the song Guyana Babu is like a patriotic song. And, you know, one of the other thing I would like to, point out as well is last night we were walking, when you see the guy playing that little that little pan thing. So we're walking behind the stadium and one of the other news agency bumped into us. And the girl was like, I want to ask you a question. And the first question she asked was, how did you feel when you heard Guyana Babu played at the stadium?
She wasn't aware who Terry was?
No, she was aware. So I kind of dropped back a little bit to think what she meant. But then I caught what she meant. Last night, when the Amazon Warrior lost the first wicket, what song you think they played?
Guyana Babu?
Guyana Babu.
To bring back the vibes and the hype.
Well, the first, but it's a patriotic song, so those are some of the things that I would point out to say that when we do these games, it gotta be Guyana, like 90% of the song was not Guyanese song, and that's one of the things we talk about.
And Terry's got 40 albums,
but Guyana have how many singers? Guyana have plenty of singers, right? So that's
all the shows we've been doing recently is local artists.
Exactly. So that's one of the things we talked about is that when we do our program, especially you and all these things, we promoting our artists, our local artists. So, for example, like, you know, Guyana Amazon Warrior playing last night, we should have every artist from Guyana song playing. Not that I'm not saying I have an issue with Trinidad or any other country, but if you're in the U.S., that's what they do. If you're in Trinidad, that's what they do. Other places, they do the same thing.
I think
They
we're
promote
coming
it.
around. I think the shows that we've held, I think more has to be done. Because you know something? I don't do fries. Right? You ever notice? I don't do fries. I always do
Yeah.
plantain.
Yes.
And that's because potatoes are not grown in Guyana. Not no other reason. Fries are great, right? You eat French fries. Depends on who making it. Nice, but
Correct.
I don't do fries because we got plantain. I am responsible for Hard Rock. I went to Hard Rock and they said we don't do plantain. I said don't do plantain. You gotta get plantain. We made a big confusion about that, and now plantain is a main thing at the Hard Rock Cafe, right? Because Hard
And I'm
Rock.
proud to see that.
Yeah. I've done that quite a few places. Plantain, I tell you, I got
hope-
plantain on the.
I hope that, you know, it takes a few to start that wheel. Like you do that, you start that. I hope other people can copy the same thing and say, you know what? I'm okay with eating this. I'm okay with drinking this. I'm okay, you know, with that because this is my guy.
No, because nothing is wrong with what we have. That's the
No.
funny thing. Nothing. Coconut oil is the best oil.
Yes.
Look at the old people and you'd realize provision is the best food because they've lived the longest. If you look at old people, you realize. You understand? Look at how long they've lived. We got so much of complications and thing now. You know, it's
When you're little
disastrous.
boy, you
We
go to
just-
school, right? And mommy give you food for care school. Something it's shame for eat and hide your food and thing. But then you grow up and you realize that mommy food is the best food,
Mommy food is the best food.
right? So yeah, we're there, we're growing, but you know what?
More could be done.
We can definitely do it together. And this is the year of Guyana because the president has been pushing one Guyana to show that unity, right?
And
I think
one
that's a
Guyana
great
was at the stadium. You got people
Yes.
of all walks of life. Wasn't one
Yes.
kind of people. It was everybody went to
Everybody.
the stadium. Paul, my youngest son, went there with his friends. You know, everybody. You got people from all walks of life went to the stadium and had a really great time. So I'm thinking, yeah. Let's go. There's in the news and how Guyanese are affected. There is a protest this morning by some sugar workers. So I want you to listen to this. Being in a volume, probably.
Stop the discrimination.
So the guys at Lenora, the sugar workers at Lenora, I know what work they're doing. But when I see these things, I say here, forget about this sugar thing. Because the government is subsidizing sugar at the taxpayers' expense. I say here, fire all of them, pay them some severance and let them go and find where they're not going to be discriminated against. Now, I don't know how this become. Here, you think the PNC confused? You check out them PPP sugar workers. They send this morning to me, and I'm hearing it, so everybody can hear what I got said. But I have my opinion. Don't I have the right to my opinion? All right, listen to this.
No money, no work. Stop the discrimination. Whatever, I'm handling with them by then. Are you hollering, man?
Tell you what. Like when you holler, people go feel your pain. You know, I can't make up these things. I kid you not. Right? Listen to this. Holla now, man. Holla.
Everybody should be
Every worker needs profit. No money, no work.
Who implement the new rate? Who implement
the rate?
new rate?
Who implement the rate?
So here now. What did they say, so? They got black and Indian. Here now. Watch. The one in the green there is a black man, right? Well, there's only a couple black men there between some Indian. But who getting discriminated against? How? If it's not apartheid, it's discrimination. Right? And all of them under confusion. Who is being discriminated against? This now, the PNC, when they protesting, they hollering, is Indian people, is apartheid, right? These set of workers hollering is discrimination and is black and Indian. So I try to figure out who getting discriminated against. So this is a rich-poor protest. The rich is discriminating against the poor because it's not an ethnic discrimination, right? Watch, I kid you not.
So some worker and some Indian.
Push out this side.
Who implement this new rate? Man, they have been paying 30 years.
So you got
Money
3 Indian and a black.
400. 30 years. Stop it. Who implement this discrimination? 21 years. 22. Stop the
Turn on the side.
So the man said more money. He go for holler more money, more work, and he stop there. Because them not even do enough work for the air now. Mr. President, I'm just saying. I would pay them off and close down the estate. Because that is stress. You understand? You getting work, you getting pay. They got people hungry and out. Now, their problem is not the money what they're getting. They're satisfied with what they're getting. While they got people really suffering. Nothing wrong with this. They right. They have that right, yeah. That's why I make sure I post the video. Minga block your video, I turn it, but I also got the right to my opinion. When I watching it, this is what going through my mind. This is what going through my mind. You understand? Like all gratefulness ain't got no bounds. This is an estate. Every 2 months, this estate got some problem. Thing broke down, then I get enough money. This body not get that money. That body not get that money. Every 2 months, this estate I got a problem. In light of the problem, this estate being a problematic estate, yeah, I shut down the place. Pay them ban and let them go along the way. You understand? Let them go and fend for themselves. Because you can say, my critic is what really is saying. How you get involved? Well, you know, it's pay these banners tax-based money. Estate don't make money. The sugar industry is a failed, not a failing. It's a failed industry. 20-something years now. This PPP government is subsidizing that. Is a failed industry. 20-something years now. That has to deal with a union that is the biggest failure in this country. GAU. So how does the people get involved, or why do we even have to talk about this? Is because it's you taxpayers. Will you believe government getting money for subsidize them estate there? The main fact that it's subsidizing is the mean that them people, the work what they do serves no purpose at their estate, because they don't make enough money for pay themselves. It's me, you have to take money out of your pocket for pay them. And they're satisfied with what they done drying down.
Stop the discrimination!
Stop the discrimination in Gaisuku. No money, no work.
No!
Everyone should be paid equally. Everybody should be paid.
You imagine the man protesting with a smile on his face. What the man face? The man smiling from ears to ears. This is the happiest protesters ever. Now I'm just stressed out. People suffering all about it. Oh God. You get work. Here the government needs to talk to these people and let them know they are though. Police risk their life. Nurses walk through the pandemic. Y'all gotta get real with these people. Y'all have to get real with these people.
Stop the discrimination at Gaisuku.
Watch me partner smile. Watch. Watch protesting, watch. These are the smiling protesters. Watch. Smile for the camera. Eh? That man a protester eating, sir. Eh? Watch it all of them, but you know, watch them size and so now. Them get fatter guys, so all of them wrong. What work them is Dubai? Watch how them not one skinny man wrong there. Eh, watch how all them fatter, watch how the belly choke. No money, no work. Stop the discrimination, watch. They discriminate against them man with them belly there. Who discriminate against them by? Rice farmer? Eh? Them belly now full. Me, I would contact them, give them money, and tell them, you understand? Here, partner, let me call them a day. You know how much of them that the whole life of the estate? Eh? The PPP flagging a dead horse. When so let me sit down and say, here, what you gonna do? What I gonna do? I let them do them whole life. Let me subsidize. When I see them kind of thing this, me get directly involved. Because the little bit money with me done a take it for me, packet for give you. You know how much. I want to let the PPP tell this country. I want the government to tell this country how, at what cost they're subsidizing sugar. And how much poor people they could have helped with that. Tell those sugar workers that. At what cost we're subsidizing sugar on a yearly basis. Y'all need to sit down and get serious with these banner. Y'all need to call in Gawu and tell them. The last time I hear is $3 billion something was given to sugar workers. The last budget, supplementary. How much poor people could get help with that? Let us say we were to give poor mothers to buy ration at $50,000. Right? Let me tell you how much poor people could get help compared to these ungrateful ones. $3 billion, 9 zeros. 3 billion divided by 50,000. 60,000 mothers could get 50,000 for a household. You ain't got 60,000 mothers where they bad. Right? So even if you're helping 20,000 mothers who gonna be able to carry the children somewhere more. Them set a fat man there. By the time a pin drop, oh, we didn't get enough, we hungry. Eh? Y'all gotta try with them. The PPP need to come and deal with them. You understand? Because I telling you, for the couple of them, they voting worth it. If it's votes, see, I'll be in a whole lot for them crew over there, they voting worth it. Y'all gotta come and let them know. That is everybody in this country. Don't feel a man driving a car and got a house, he ain't got hardship too. People struggling for pay bills. You understand? Being in the middle class is not a breeze. Forget it in the middle class, 2-3 people in the family working. Real effort that's got put in it while they're studying too. And planning for the future. So the PPP got to come and deal with them. And let them know it's not them alone in this country. For too long. You understand? The sugar workers been crying. Unnecessarily. Because they got a union, because they could cry. But a lot of people, they ain't paying in this country. And right now, they're paying in this country pocket.
Who implement the new rate management?
What them know? Watch all them wrong. What them man is? Even them young man, watch. This young one, like he 3 months pregnant, watch. Even them young man got belly. How you just young and they're 20 and your belly start pouch out? A good living got them there. Yes, son?
Who let the bet the rate? We need money.
Watch. Each one of them fat and overweight. They want the new rate. While they're overweight. Here. At some point in time, we got to deal with this thing head on. And the government stop after running around appeasing people. You hear what I'm telling you? This is like a stop. Because for a long time, people have been tagging along and dragging with them. Now it's at a drop of a hat. Them always they're bad. Right? You ever see fat cane cutter like this? You know them cane cutter because they got a cutlass. Watch how them are belly wrong by. Them this a who by watch them. Watch all them, watch.
They eating the sugar.
Watch me one thing, man. Forget about it. Let me a Roshan gaff. Me no want the too long for this bro. I fed up with them this.
But you know, bro, it's you how you gonna they crying when there was no work. Now they get work and they still crying. You know the old story. You give an inch, you want a mile.
The politicians for too long. Now, this is not. The politicians need to come to the people more when decisions are being made. Right? Because they need to ask the people, are we willing to pull the dead weight of these people? You understand? Because make your money. Let me look at it. You're living in a democracy, you have the right to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
But this is a result of this little rate that you can get development in your life? No. It's not a result of them not getting high rates. Because I can tell you, it is a cultural thing in Guyana. When them sugar work are done, you gotta go see the rum shop. You understand? You would have had a better life, my brother, if you did care room all your money. Guarantee you got a better life.
Correct.
And I'm telling you, they're drinking out more than the rate that would ever get. No, that's your prerogative. That is your right. You could do whatever you want for doing it. What you can't do is the existing evidence there and come and tell me I is the cause that you probably make you there bad.
Correct.
Now me work at estate, so me know what go on.
Yeah.
You got wives that's got to go by the pay office for make sure the man collect their money for them, man. Because it was done. You understand? This is the reality of this industry.
Yeah.
It has to be revisited because I don't think the money that we're putting into these sugar workers, when you look at them, is worth what you're getting out of them.
And I'm looking at some of the comment as well, right? Do you look at the pandemic, the effect of the pandemic? I know in the States, a lot of people, we have a problem in the States where people don't want to work. There's a shortage of workers in the airline industry, in many industries, because they're collecting money. They're getting government help. But like you said, where is the government? The government in selling anything to get money.
No, but the American government could afford that. They got the biggest industries
as well
running, right? We can't afford that.
Correct. And
we are taxed heavily.
Correct.
You understand? America got some of the biggest industries, so a lot of their taxes don't come only from the multitudes that they have, but huge sums of taxes come from corporations.
Correct.
We don't have a
Guyana don't
750,000 everybody.
So, and that goes back to exactly what you said. The Guyana government, after the election, they walk into a treasury that had what, zero? There was nothing in the treasury. So how do you turn it around? So these guys, look, they just got work now. What they crying for? Is it no money, no work, or more money?
More money.
It's more money.
More money.
So they got
and here
money.
Here what happens.
They got money.
Somebody changed the rate. So there's some rate change some way. And they calculate, we want the rate change too.
So what happens if you change the rate to zero?
So it is a problem in there. But what you're looking at is that you're getting us, because they got the right to, they still get money when they're protesting. So there's a right to protest. And this has been happening for years, but we gone past the stage. GAU used to be used against the Boredom administration. Because GAU is a really PPP thing. So it's like you got your own thorn in your own side. You understand? I'm saying, pay the sugar workers, close down because this estate problematic. Every few mornings, something. Estate broke, then I get enough money, this, but then I get that. Every couple of mornings is something with this estate, right? And at some point, then you got to draw the line. Because the government is not on its own. If the government decides, well, this is how they want to get their votes, you got to go and figure out how you can get the money. You can't be subsidizing the sugar industry with the taxpayers' money, and then the sugar workers become a thorn in the people's side. It's annoying. You understand? It's annoying. And people must know. You must have principle. No, you can't now stop the sugar worker right to protest. But we are protesting for. This morning when they called me, I said, did y'all talk to GAU? There is a union. Union need to go into negotiation, find out what is going on, and make sure you take all the steps before you reach
I didn't see a union in the video.
No, but they have a union. Most sugar workers come under the union.
But if they're protesting, shouldn't the union
man
be there?
who was there on video might have been the union leader. You understand? But they got the right to protest. But use all the processes. They're bogging down the system. And I'm telling you, this country has a lot of people who are in need. And at the same time, great things are happening. Yes, yeah. While there's this tremendous amount of development going on all across the country, there are a lot of people in need and still in need. Yes, and jobs are being created. These same banner we're talking, they got in their households, have wives and daughters and sons who just get jobs 10 days a month for $40,000. Government just did that. And I'm telling you, many of them households, you could go and see in the household that now they get whatever severance and all kind of thing what they want, whatever they're always protesting for, griping for, then when you go in their house, you realize them just get $40,000 more to their house for 10 days work.
So I got another question. Mm-hmm. Are any of these sugar workers fishermen?
Some of them might be fishermen, yeah. Just turn up as fisherman, yeah.
All of a sudden?
Fisherman, here, funny enough. No, not all of a sudden. Funny enough, when estate out the crop, most of the time, if a sugar worker does a double job, it is be either carpenter or fisherman. Carpenter, mason, or fisherman.
No,
so a lot of them,
subsidized too.
Yes, you could go up. Well, those were they got to watch the videos and see if any of these go on because they would do that. They'd go and collect $150,000 yesterday.
And now they want
protest
more money.
today. Yes, they're like that. It becomes annoying. here, just listening to this and thinking about these man, because I at times fight for them for different things, right? But I gotta be honest with them all the time. People Carl send something to me, I tell them, should I share? You sure you want me to disclose on this thing? Because we just assume that if he's my friend and we are right, I will talk for you. You understand?
Yeah.
I can only talk the fact, truth to power, right? So, guys, this hurt me here. This hurt me here. Roshan, I want to thank you for coming. I'm hoping before you guys go back, we could sit down and do something with Terry, talk a little bit more about Terry and what Terry does and what you guys are doing across the world. So just give us a bit about the plans for the future with Terry. I think he's going to Dubai soon.
Well, he just came back from performing in India and Dubai. Not much of our people, and I would say Guyanese, have made these leaps and bounds. We are already in the process of discussing a return trip to India and Dubai for some additional performance. We've been requested to go to Fiji Islands for a performance there. He got requested to go to China for a performance there as well. But I think next year will be most likely Fiji Island, New Zealand are on the map for upcoming performance. This November, we are going to Aruba because a lot of our Guyanese have been they're scattered all over the islands. St. Martin have a little bit over 6,000, 7,000 Guyanese living there. So we're planning to go there next year, first week of April. We're going to be in St. Martin. This November we're going to be in Aruba. Let's see what happens with the game tonight. We're planning to go to St. Kitts in April as well. We want to reach all these places because look. One of the things we talked about that we're gonna go over the river today is to go and look at all the stuff that came in. Right? We have 500 diabetics kit that came in, and there's lots of youths in Guyana that has diabetes. There's a lot of old people that are bedridden that has diabetes, and we don't want to hear this thing about we can't test, we can't check for diabetes. We want to give them. We're gonna come and we're gonna give you a kit in their hand. TBN yourself is gonna help us distribute some of that. We've been to St. Cubert's. We have when we went and visited the clinic, they wanted some stuff. So we brought some of the stuff here, and yourself.
You got an ultrasound machine for them or something?
They wanted an EKG machine.
EKG machine.
Yeah, so the EKG machine, it's here, and that was donated from a manufacturer itself from the States. So we're gonna bring that, and you can take that to them.
Okay.
I want to thank my brother Azadeen. I mean, phenomenal work, Az is doing, Team Mohammed. And, I'm glad we had a chance to link up and connect again. And he's doing quite a lot of work with you.
It's from the heart. It's from the heart.
Yeah.
So. And
But
when we became friends, I told him what I was about, and he just took off with it. Yeah.
I mean, what people are seeing is really only 2% of what's really happening. I mean, what you and Az is doing.
Lots of work
98%
behind
of
the
that
scenes.
people don't see.
Lots of work behind the scenes, and a lot of people don't know that. And so
so
you guys keep up the good work.
So much to do. Not enough time in the day, but we keep on building.
Thanks for coming in, Roshan. Viewers, thank you for this thing. This thing take me off my head. These banners, sir. I hear you. Okay, yeah. So thank you for tuning in to the morning live at the Guyanese Critic. I'm hoping this has been informative. But this issue with these sugar workers have really, because I'm going across this country and I'm seeing how many people are affected. Their mothers need things for their kids. And then I'm looking at the government, how they're putting out. I have no problem with their drive and the development drive. I'm all in support of it. My problem is accountability and transparency. I want to make sure it's done the right way. And it is worrying when you see these things, it's worrying. You're asking yourself, the people can't understand their purpose in life, what purpose they serve. If they can't see the vision that is going to take us all forward in this country, it becomes worrying to me. It just upsets me. I am, you know. Guys, take care. Peace out. Don't let it upset your day. Go on to do the best you for you and your family. Take care. Peace out.